is revving their engines outside. Bruh. Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I really wanted to focus on something that would be a little less stressful for me, and this sort of plays into the idea that I'm going to be making some changes to this channel in the coming weeks, and I'll discuss that further in the video. But for today's video, I wanted to do something for Star Wars Day, and so I drew Rey, and I used alcohol markers to do this time lapse. And I really enjoy her character and her design, and so this was a lot of fun and very fitting. So without further ado, let's get started. As I briefly mentioned in the introduction to this video, I have plans for quite a few changes that I'm going to be making to the way I handle this channel moving forward. The first of these ways is already implemented, and that is by adding a BTS to the end of the World of Immensum screen name. That simply stands for behind the scenes, and I'm going to be starting a second channel where I do what I really have always wanted to do with YouTube, but wasn't really sure how, and that's tell stories. So it's going to be a lot more finished, a lot more polished. It's going to be more short film style pieces of work instead of time lapses. And I think it truly is more real to what I have always wanted to do. This channel will still exist, but as of right now, I'm not sure that I'm going to be keeping a consistent schedule. Rather, I'm going to keep it as a behind the scenes style, and I'm going to upload videos that are time lapses, but they are more aimed towards the work that I am doing. As of right now, I do plan to keep doing Sketchbook Sunday. That is not going to change, at least as of right now, because I do like the motivation that it has given me to continue working in my sketchbook on a more regular basis. But as for the Thursday time-lapse videos, there may be some, but there may also be one on Wednesday, or maybe there won't be one for a week, or maybe there will be two in 1 week. It will just be based on what I have finished and what I'm working on at the time. So with all that being said, we can look at the piece that I'm actually working on today, and that is, as I mentioned also in the introduction, a picture of Rey from Star Wars. And I really do like the way that this turned out. And I did it just on a piece of Bristol board with alcohol markers and micron pens. And this is a style that I have been working with for my 100-day project, where I've been using alcohol markers, and I've really enjoyed the way that I've become accustomed to using them. They're definitely different than watercolor, which is what I had been using. And I really like how vibrant the colors can get and how quickly they can do so. And the blending, of course, is great. It's definitely one of those mediums that is much better once you actually learn how to use it. And if you've been following my 100-day project on Instagram, you can see that even since the beginning of this project, it's been 30 days now, I have definitely gotten immensely better than I would have even imagined at the beginning. And a lot of that had to do with putting in a little more time. At the very beginning of my project, I thought I didn't want to spend too much time actually blending, and I just wanted to get color down. And you can see that in a few of my very first pieces. I wasn't really trying to blend, I was just using markers to get a lot of color very quickly. And as much as I like that look, I also really like the feeling of blending and experimenting with the alcohol markers. So as I went to color Rey's costume, I noticed that I did not have the right colors to do the light tan base. So I had to use a yellow ochre marker, and it made her entire costume much more yellow than it actually is, but it was the best I could do without going out to actually buy a brand new marker, and I think that the general overall effect was similar to what was portrayed in the film. I also added some white highlights after I stopped recording, and you'll be able to see that on the end screen. So thank you all for watching this video. I apologize if any of you are disappointed by the change in scheduling, but I hope that you will enjoy the new videos that I'm going to be coming out with soon, and I will link to that channel when I get it up, and it is something that I have always wanted to do, so I hope you all enjoy that as well. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. It is almost 3 o'clock. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I have a Star Wars shirt today because it's Star Wars Day, but also the interesting thing was I forgot that it was Star Wars Day and I put the shirt on anyways, and then I realized that it was, and I was like, weird. It was like on a subconscious level. I knew. I got a haircut. It's less out of control, which is nice. Just been talking to myself for like 2.5 minutes after I did the final take, just because who knows why. It's kind of like cathartic, just like talking to yourself for some reason, and I'm not even really looking in the camera most of the time, but like